842-5376. Our phone number 842-KERN. Again, you're cheating yourself if you don't watch us on YouTube. You get to see some of our guests that are live in studio. As you can see, those of you who are streaming, Ron Pierce from Mentor Field Museum has joined us. He's brought gifts. He brought us T-shirts. He's brought us a newspaper, literally from 1941, pre-World War II. But you can see that. That is what is the Shafter?
It's Shafter Press printed it for Mentor Field.
Wow.
It's called the Wind Sock.
And Lieutenant Colonel Pyle is on the front page. And I'm almost certain, and wow, look at the picture of Franklin Roosevelt on the back. That's incredible. That really is. And an allusion to Italy losing their supply ship. You know, because again, if you're smoking weed during history, Italy was not our ally during World War II. Mussolini was our enemy at the time. That is amazing historical document to have. How is that obviously in display at the museum out there?
Yes, it is. It came in and we checked around. The United States Congress Library doesn't have a copy of it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That is, I wouldn't even travel around with that, Ron. I'd keep that.
Well, we had it blueprinted. Okay. We had it digitalized.
Okay.
And this is a copy, but we have the original.
Okay.
In the safe.
That's amazing. That truly
but
is.
This has advertising from people in Shafter, Bakersfield, and everything. It is history to read.
Yeah. And people don't realize in July of 1941, this country had no idea we were going to war by the end of the year. In fact, the country was greatly divided on whether we should go back. Many Americans, like Joe Kennedy and even Charles Lindbergh, felt we just got back from saving Western Europe. Why are we doing this again?
Yeah.
So it's just amazing to go back in time like that.
Well, what's nice about this, or what you don't realize, there are names of 2 classes that are already flying at Mentor Field, learning how to fly for the war that we weren't in.
Yeah. Because I think Roosevelt felt it was inevitable.
Yes.
Absolutely. So what's going on out at the museum?
Well, we've got Wings and Wheels coming up again in November the 7th. We have that. We will have Santa Claus flying in the first Saturday in December.
Nice.
That will round off the end of the year. We're always open from Fridays and Saturdays, 10 to 2. Admission is free.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free. We love donations, but the admission is free.
Yeah. And it's so much history. I don't think, I've always said this, and things like Portrait of a Warrior should be mandatory for our school students to visit so they can have a true understanding of the rich history that exists right here in Bakersfield or Kern County.
Yes, it's next year I'll hit 90.
Really? Congratulations.
And this means something to me because I lived through this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Tell us about the museum. I've been out there several times. When my good friend Jim was out there, we were out there quite a bit. In fact, we used to do shows from the museum, believe it or not, when I was at another station. And just talk about it a little bit. Describe it for the folks.
The museum is always funded by donations. We're all volunteers out there. You get somebody out there and they come in and they don't realize how rewarding it is to take people that come in from Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Russia, and go through the museum. We've also have a first copy of the surrender documents that Japanese signed in Tokyo Bay.
Wow, with Douglas MacArthur aboard the USS Missouri.
Yes, we have a first copy, and it's a full set. It's not just the signing of it, it's the other pages that tell, because everybody didn't speak English that were signing it.
All right.
So it's translated in different languages all throughout there. We've got the full set.
That's amazing. That really, really is. Talk a little bit about, we're talking with Ron Pierce from the Mentor Field Museum out, is that technically Shafter?
That is Shafter. That
Okay.
is Shafter.
Okay.
Mentor Field is actually a district in its own. They have a board that runs the airport, and they're kind enough to lease us a building that was used and built before, probably, and I get probably, not probably, it was built before Pearl Harbor,
Mhm.
and it housed the fire station.
Yeah.
We also have a ladder that was in the Olympic-sized swimming pool that Tarzan, Johnny Weissmuller,
Really? The original?
he dedicated the Olympic pool.
Is that right?
Yes.
He came up to Shafter,
He came-
Johnny Weissmuller,
We have,
who was a gargantuan star at the time.
yes, Bob Hope played there twice.
Really?
Lucille Ball was there. There was all kinds of actors and people promoting the morale in World War II
Mhm.
that came up there and did shows.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody did their part.
Yes,
It was
they did.
almost, it was obligatory that everybody somehow get involved, whether it was with the USO or traveling like Bob Hope did to different stations and entertaining the men, whatever it was, everybody tried to pitch in. Talk about some of the training that went on out there.
Well, they trained over 11,000 cadets
Yeah.
to go fly in BT-13s. They also had some P-38s out there. They were guarded and in a what they call a revetment, which is a place with dirt, high bank dirt all the way around it, so they could put the airplanes in there. So if we got bombed,
Mhm.
they'd have to be a direct hit
Right.
to do it, to damage them. That were stationed there to be able to guard the coast.
Mhm.
If they spotted a ship coming in that was not friendly.
Yeah, because there was fear after Pearl Harbor that, you know, an invasion both of the Hawaiian Islands and California was almost imminent, some
Yes.
thought.
Yes. We also have film of the BT-13s actually flying there during the war.
Wow, that's incredible. That really is. And are you still doing the annual air show?
Yeah, this is our wings and wheels. This is what we have here that we have for a fundraiser to keep the museum going. We're
I'll
also
show that when you leave.
we're also trying to get enough donations and stuff to actually build or buy another hangar. We've run out of hangar space.
Was that
We've
right?
got more airplanes than we can stuff in our hangar.
Which is a good thing, but presents another issue, but that's a good thing.
It does.
Yeah, well, that's outstanding. How can folks contribute?
They can come out there. They can go on our website. There's the little card that they can do, or they can go on our website, Mentor Field Air Museum, and donate through that. Or I'd suggest them just to come out and see what we have.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. It really is. I love the model displays of the aircraft carriers, and you would have the planes flying off the aircraft carriers in little model forms. It's amazing. It really is something that most high school kids should go out and visit.
And I am working on, and this is I'll let it out.
You're breaking a story?
I'm breaking a story.
All right, very good.
The Gossamer Condor is the first human-powered airplane to fly.
Yeah.
It flew in 1987.
Okay.
It's coming up next year, the 50 years.
And it's coming up here?
And we are going to have we had a banquet one time about 3 years ago, but we have Brian Allen that flew it. We have probably Janice Brown Sullivan that flew the solar powered one out there. Last year, we filled an auditorium with over 300 people, and we expect that already.
Wow. Well, we got to have you back to talk about that.
Yes.
That is amazing. It's always fun to talk with you, Ron. Thank you so much. And thank you for the work that you do to keep the museum alive and relevant and getting folks out there and educating young people on our past. It's something that we lack dearly.
Yes.
You know, for these kids, if it happened before they were born, they don't know anything about it.
And it wasn't before I was born.
That's very true. Ron Pierce, everybody. We're going to take a quick time out. I'll get closer and show you guys the dates and time of this, and we'll talk about it leading all the way up until November. But in the meantime, we got to step aside, come right back. It's the Ralph Bailey Show on a Wednesday, right here on News Talk 96.1 AM 1230, and we're streaming live at kernradio.com. Thank you, sir. I will wear this tomorrow on the
Kern
broadcast.
Radio,
Oh, fast.
News Talk
I will
96.1
wear
and
that
AM
t-shirt tomorrow
1230,
on the show.
KERN.